At the dawn of time, single-celled creatures emerged from the primordial ooze to colonize the Earth. The fertile soil they found was beautiful, dangerous, and wild. However, it was also super lame because they didn't have the concept of numbers with which to rate things. Now, in the year of our spaghetti monster in the sky, 2025, two intrepid brothers have come forth to solve the world's problem. No longer will items go unrated. No longer will everyday objects escape the rule of numerical law. This is Review Everything.
Hello and welcome to Review Everything, the podcast where we quantify the vast nothingness of the universe into very meaningful tier list rankings. I am one of your hosts, Ashton McCauley, a mid-list writer and data scientist, and I thought after picking up a sealed copy of Big Trouble in Little China that I should make an entire podcast about it. And here we are. Who
That's
are
me.
you?
Hey, I'm Conor from work. I am your elder millennial guide, your spirit guru. And I honestly think, Ashton, you give me 6 months, I can make you look like Brad Pitt from Fight Club.
Ooh, I like that. I do like that.
If
We're
it wasn't
going in a
for
David Fincher direction as a society, so I feel like this might work.
Oh, I do have a non sequitur about that I
Okay.
I don't think I told you about. That's fine.
Jaffa Fincher? You did a pension Finch?
No, I went to accidentally kind of a Twin Peaks festival that happens. That's where I met your and he talked to me. He was there for the Twin Peaks festival. There was a there was a Twin Falls pinball tournament.
I mean, like, you live around where Twin Peaks was
Yeah.
filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that tracks.
It's pretty. I mean, people were kooky. I liked it. I liked the idea of it, except for that old fat guy who felt like he could talk to me for 10 minutes.
I mean, like, I feel like Twin Peaks fans, there's like two speeds, right? There's like the casual enjoyers of Twin Peaks, and then there's the people who really got into Twin Peaks.
I've never seen it. Would you recommend?
Oh man, there's a lot of it. So I don't know if I do. I remember watching it, and I don't know if it went over my head, but I think, what's that guy's name? It's not David Fincher, is it? Is it David Fincher?
And I hope so. Otherwise, none of this
No,
makes sense.
it's not. It's
David Finch.
David?
Finch fucker?
David Lynch. David Lynch and Fincher are two different people.
Well,
But-
Finch.
And Lynch I think he died.
He did. Everyone was
Yeah.
sad about it. Yeah.
But anyways, Twin Peaks, I felt like even for me, was maybe a little bit too weird, and David Lynch always gave me the sense that he was being weird to be weird.
Yeah. That's
and
kind of
like Eraserhead is a fucked up movie, and I don't like. I just don't get
out
it.
of heads. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had in my head, that this show was not like a mystery box show, which I love. Give me a fucking mystery box. You don't even have to wrap that shit up at the end. I don't care. I do not care.
You might like it then. It is a mystery box show that they do not wrap up well.
Well, so I just mean it doesn't all have to come together cleanly. It has to make sense in bits and pieces as it goes, like the X-Files or Lost. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's definitely part of it. I might need to give it a rewatch.
Maybe, yeah.
I say maybe,
watch the
but
pilot.
there's so much fucking content. There's no way. There's no way I'm going back to Twin Peaks.
What do we got
Before
for
we
today?
get into today's
today?
topic,
Yeah.
I want to give an update on a past topic. So we talked about P90X a few weeks back, and I was like, I'm going to go do Ab Ripper, and I have not stopped. I went back once.
Are you serious?
Yes. So I
damn it.
Just Ab Ripper though, not the other one.
No, that's like a 12 to 20 minute just ab workout. I remember
it's
when I was
16
doing it 4
minutes,
times a
so
week.
I can like fit it in between meetings, but like
Dude.
it's comforting. It is surprisingly comforting because I spent so much time with this 16-minute video in college, which was like generally a pretty fun time for me. And so going back to it, now it's like, well, I can work out and I can also like get this nostalgia hit of listening to the same thing I used to listen to. And like, it's, don't get me wrong, it hurts like fuck. And it's 16 minutes of agony, but I think it's good. I think it's also good for my back. Like, it's been helping my back a lot.
Oh yeah, man. Are you kidding me? Like the complementary muscles? Yeah, that's one of the best things for your weird back. Can we make this a part of turning you into Brad Pitt?
Look, I don't think I've got the face to turn into Brad Pitt, but I'll turn the rest of it into Brad Pitt. Like I can get like the sort of greasy Brad Pitt present vibe. That could be my like
I don't know.
40s to 50s goal.
I think your face isn't that far from Brad Pitt. I think if you we give you a real we give you a real short haircut.
Okay.
Like really short and styled. Like I think part of it is you kind of got this surfer boy, like weed head, kind of bedhead kind of thing, and then we tighten up your beard. We just make it really purposeful and small. I think that's 60% of it, because then you're a handsome guy, and then you're just a handsome guy with a haircut and a beard cut, which makes people look good. So the thing I'm thinking though is, do you think is there enough nostalgia from Peanut or from Aberher X that it would like translate to the other videos that you've never done? Because if you are doing 8 of those videos a day and 2 Aberher X's, and I'm there watching your food intake physically, and I am your nutritionist, I am your bowelist, I am your ballast, I'm your bassist, I am your bassoonist. I'm out of B's. I think we can do it.
Okay, yeah. I'll make you a deal right here, right now.
Okay.
So, like, in front of the mistakes, which there's so many of you. So many of you.
So many of you fucking mistakes.
So
big
many
ones,
mistakes.
Small ones. Oh, it's always the small ones.
Skinny ones, tall ones. Like, anyways, if I get laid off, which with the gaming industry the way it is, entirely possible. If I get laid off, I commit to you that while I am laid off, I will go fully into P90X, and I will let you monitor my macros.
Mm.
And
makes me feel a little bit bad.
Haircut.
Style boys? Can I just style you one time? Can I be in charge of your haircut and your beard cut in one outfit? And we don't tell.
It's okay. She hasn't listened lately, so it'll be fine.
Okay. We don't tell her I'm going to do it, and you just show up one day and you look totally not different, but you look different, and we don't say anything. Then we gaslight her for at least a week.
All right, I'm in. Okay. That actually sounds like a hilarious prank.
We get you jacked and more handsome?
Yeah,
that sounds great for everyone.
I did say, like, I have been joking that, like, my whole goal for the last few months has been to get bigger for when RTO kicks in. Mm-hmm. So that the first time I go into the office, people are like, what the fuck?
Physically intimidating, yeah.
Yeah, so I've started going to the gym longer, and I'm going to, like, get a good pump the day before I go into the office just to really sell it.
Did I ever tell you how I helped Handsome Stan get his first job, and also the reference that he used in LinkedIn? This was like 15 years ago that I wrote for him that he didn't fully read before he hit accept.
What was it?
So one, I got him a job at actually a pretty cool kind of startup as a real electrical engineer. He's the only of everyone who did electrical engineering with me. He went to school with me. This is my one of my close friends. Oh, don't say his name. Don't dox him. Not
I'll bleep it.
Handsome Stan. He's the only one I know that's a real electrical engineer, which is cool. It's kind of cool. Like, honestly, his job, I couldn't do it, so I probably should have never done electrical engineering. But anyways, I wrote his cover letter for him because he hated pumping himself up. And I was just like, even though he was just straight out of college, I wrote the most intense, positive, like, cover letter for him. And I included something about his physical prowess in it. Which I thought was funny, and I thought he would read it and remove that part. So he sent the cover letter twice to the company, and they liked it so instead of the resume by accident, and they liked it so much they reached out to him and was like, "Hey, we liked your cover letter. Can we see your resume?" So
that's incredible.
Yeah,
that's it. Physical prowess. I love that.
Yeah, physical prowess.
Just getting it done. Ugh. All right, tell us what's this week's topic. You picked it. Tell me about it.
Yeah, little mistakes. And so this week we are going to talk about perhaps our favorite, perhaps our not favorite, but we're talking about parasocial relationships. A parasocial relationship is a one-sided friendship you have, usually with a media figure. The important thing is it's unrequited. They don't know you. They don't give a shit about you. But the big thing is you have some sort of social intimacy that you've created, like you feel like you know them. And in doing so, that feels like they know you, and they don't. So that's what we're talking today.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited about it. I hadn't actually heard about parasocial relationships until you told me that's what I had with Sean Evans on Hot Ones.
Oh, really?
I think that was the first time I heard the term, and I was like, oh yeah, I definitely have this. And like one of mine today stretches parasocial a little bit because there was a little bit of interaction with this person, but I think it was like kind of superficial. So, but we'll get into that.
Is it one of the naked ladies when you ate the hot dog?
Yeah, like that was definitely was social for sure.
No, I do have a question for you because I was thinking about, I have a point of view because there's lots of parasocial relationships that you see that I don't understand, which is fine. Kind of like you like to watch garbage TV that has garbage humans in it. And for some reason that feels light to you. But to me,
Survivors Tonight, baby.
yeah, that's an
50.
that's an indictment on humanity. So whenever I see those people, it just makes me remember that they're out there, which it makes me feel bad about my species. So but that's okay. That's a me thing. For me, there's a couple things that kind of have to click for it to be parasocial in a way that I think is different than you. Because while Beard Meets Food, which is one of yours, spoiler,
Yeah.
is funny, I don't know if like, would you actually want to be his friend?
I'll get into like why I think it's parasocial, but
Okay.
it's not that. It's definitely not that.
Okay.
I do feel that more with like the Lonely Island podcast, which we both listen to,
Okay.
where I'm like, yeah, these dudes, I feel like we would have fun if
You
we
be
hung
the fourth
out.
one.
Yeah,
I could replace Yorma. He
I
is
could be
kind
the
of a
bonus
dick
Jonas.
sometimes, and he's injured.
I'll be your bonus Jonas, Lonely Island. Like,
Bonus
no,
Jonas.
nobody has to know I exist. I'll just be there in the background watching.
Under the table, hands out.
I
Who's
am
going
pretty
first?
jazzed about one of mine. If I can go first, because
Yeah,
this
do
is
it.
wild, and it just
Do it.
literally just happened right before this pod.
Wait, what? Okay,
Yeah.
do it.
So, okay, my first one, it's this YouTuber that I followed like 10 years ago called 10-Minute Soups. And when we were talking about this is the first thing I went to go find, and I could not find any of his content, like was not listed anywhere. And then I went through, I had to go find my old YouTube account, go through the annals of those comments, and I was able to find a delisted channel. And this is where it unfortunately gets a little bit dark.
Oh no.
So
man.
10-Minute Soups was delisted, but I managed to message the account because I found their handle on Blue Sky.
What?
Yeah, so I messaged 10-Minute Soups. I got a response from his widow.
Oh, I was hoping he kind of got canceled. That was my
No,
other...
he didn't get canceled, but he did pass away. But she did give me an MP to one of his videos, so I'm gonna share just the first bit of it here.
Wait
this
a
is
second.
like
Hold on.
This is the
hold on.
best possible outcome.
Can we talk about, like, you probably made her day unless she hated him, which I can't imagine she would respond and giving you a video, but I want to know more about him now because this happened, but like for someone to pop out of the woodwork after X amount of years because you had a fond memory of this guy who made videos, that's so fucking endearing.
I know.
Are you
It's
kidding?
like YouTube, I
insane.
feel like it brought people together.
Yeah, back in the day. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so this is 10-Minute Soup's last video.
Is the last video too?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. How'd he die?
Well,
Was it
we'll find out.
abrupt? I already know why you like it. Yeah. This is 100% you. You're still this person.
That was always the turn for me, that he ate soups that had been heated for 10 minutes, not that he reviewed them in 10 minutes.
Wait, what? I didn't see that. Oh, I just tried to go back. Yeah.
Welcome back to 10
God
Minute
damn it,
Soups.
Ashton. You know
Today
what?
We have Amy's heated to a perfect
You
10
fucking
minutes.
suck.
As you can see, it's very hot, but I'm being super careful. Let's just dig in.
I loved this guy. He's like just the style.
You're such a piece of shit.
Ow! Oh, that's hot.
Get the fuck out of here.
Too hot.
A bit of a jump cut there. That was wild. I like that he put the soup on 2 towels as well, like, because clearly it was hot. He knew.
Piece of shit. So loud.
Yeah, that really blew out the levels there, man. I didn't know defibrillators were that loud. So that was Sam Soup's final video, and so I posted it about a week ago. I just wanted to look at some of the comments. So R.I.P.
Yep.
Sam Soup, gone too soon. He was an inspiration. R.I.P. in peace. That's pretty funny. I think it's a little bit inconsiderate given how he passed away. Let's just dig in. Last time I was this early to a video, Sam Soup was alive. That's huge. I felt that.
Are these fucking bot farm? What are you?
Just found this really sad to see.
You posted this 2 weeks ago?
I also loved his videos. No, this is 2 days ago. It really blew up. He had a huge community. I put the GoFundMe for Sam's family, so obviously you can go find that.
If you make money off this.
Not every day Soup video is also a snuff film. That's just true, and really unfortunately. And some people are getting into this KSI drama, which I don't really believe in. Oh, a friend of the pod, Dimatodo, Sam, no, very sad. A lot of people just saying the soup was too hot and he should have known. But yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's funny when you post something like this and then it gets
that's a fake page, you piece of shit.
This 10x our usual views, which is crazy. On a soup video. But yeah, so that's 10-minute soups.
Can you stop ignoring me? I have a lot of fucking questions.
Yeah, no, I'd love to hear them. Do you need to go back to any pieces of the video? I'm happy to step back through it for you.
I saw your phone sticker in the reflection on the microwave, and I was about to say something. But
yes, I got that, I think, because I was a Sam Soup fan back in the day. But yeah, he definitely has the same phone sticker as me.
So I was still along for the ride, especially after you told me his fucking widow sent you a video, and I was like, is that sticker from Sam Soup? You piece of shit. Is that a fake YouTube page? You didn't upload it. It's not on your profile. Just checked.
Oh, it's unlisted.
You send me it.
Yep. Yeah, I got you here.
Did you reach out to everyone to put those comments on? How many of them are you?
No, well, so the only comments that are from me are I said gone too soon. Sam was a real one, which I definitely feel with my whole heart that's true. And then posting the GoFundMe for his family. I responded to a few of the comments that were calling out drama as well, which I just didn't think was right. You know, again, given how he died.
You had you had 20 people comment on this for
again,
you?
Sam was pretty popular.
Ashton, tell me that there was an actual channel that the whole thing isn't fabricated.
I mean, well, I just showed you the last.
I swear to God, Ashton, I've never been physical with you before.
I did tell you I had a bit I was really excited about this week.
Yeah. Are these people from your work? Who's Akshay? You were talking about 10-minute soup, I swear to God, a day after we chose this.
Yeah. Yeah, this came together really quickly. And I will say, when I was making
feeling like I've been taken advantage of. I told
my wife the concept of this video, and she said, that's not funny. And then we filmed it, and then I showed her, and she's like, okay, I take it back. It is pretty funny.
What did she think of the situation? That what you were doing?
She's very excited to see a reaction.
Yeah, I had a feeling
later.
She would be.
Yeah.
She's got a dark heart.
So just a quick ranking of 10-minute soups. Let me pull up.
I'm furious right now. I don't know. I'm mostly disappointed that I was still holding out up until 30 seconds ago that this was a real web series that you were into. Of course it's not. The premise is so fucking dumb. It's so you.
And then just, I don't have the PowerPoint up, but I will show the icon real quick.
It is funny how much because when I first started watching it, hey, I will say you look good in a bandana somehow.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, again, not me. This is Sam.
If you don't stop.
Sam, yeah, he did rock that bandana. I thought it was great.
No wonder you were ignoring me when I was asking how he died and I was asking questions about his widow. I really found that endearing. That this woman sent you, that the idea that 10 years later some dipshit was emailing her. And only a dipshit because of the way it panned out. And also, as soon as it was happening, I was I said it a number of times, but I was like, oh, this fully encapsulates his humor. Everything about Ashton. No wonder he loved this channel. You simpleton.
Yeah,
It encapsulated your humor because that's you recorded everything you find funny, and it's not that big of a list, and it's mostly slapping little things like bottoms, it's noise effects. Oh god damn it. Fucking frustrating. Get out of here.
Okay, so I just
I'm not you have to go again. You have to go again.
I will, but I want to give a quick ranking to 10-minute soups.
F tier.
For me 10-minute soups is at least A tier.
Shut the fuck up. What's the category? This is your only redeeming chance that
okay.
Make the category right.
The category was parasocial relationships, but if we're being honest,
it
does feel more like a grift.
Yeah.
And as far as grifts go, it feels pretty good. It feels like an A-tier grift.
It's SA, yeah, whatever. I only ask because you're grifting me, which is, I mean, as far as if we're going to do this, feels like...
Can of worms has been opened?
I can't believe. Multiple people's work, people. Wait, actually his co-worker. That's his other person, isn't it?
Yeah, there's multiple people from there,
Dude.
yes. I want you to know I've watched this video so many times. A lot of those 74 views might be me just laughing at the joke, thinking it's very funny.
That I'm happy for you for. I like it that it brought you joy.
It brought me a lot of joy. It reminded me how much I like making dumb YouTube videos, and it's a lot. Okay, so Sam Soup as a grift, we'll call it S tier. As a parasocial relationship, we'll maybe say like C or D tier.
What's more of a parasocial relationship than with a fake dead guy that's you?
It's a good point. I mean, it doesn't...
Maybe it's the opposite because he is you. It can't be any closer to you. Yeah, never mind. It's not parasocial at all. It's a grift. It's a mean grift you did to your friend.
It's a funny grift I did to a friend.
It is funny.
Do you want me to do the real item, or do you want to do one of yours? I want
you to do the real one, you piece of shit.
You want to detox? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Just breathing it out. The jokes are out of the room. Okay. It was absolutely worth it. It's worth every second.
I'm going to make you the rest of this episode a nightmare to edit for you.
That's fair. Beard versus food. This is something that you showed me because of my parasocial relationship with Sean Evans from Hot Ones and how I used to like watch Hot Ones while they would eat lunch. And it's actually almost been entirely supplanted by Beard Meets Food.
That was the goal because I thought there was better people. We've gone down the Sean Evans hole. We bottomed Sean Evans out. There's nothing left.
We bottomed him hard.
We bottomed him hard. And so I thought you deserved someone that I thought was more interesting. He's kooky, and there's just more content too is the biggest thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And like there's so much. So I didn't realize he's been doing this for 11 years. For those who don't know
that.
Yeah, it's a long time. I went kind of deep. So Beard this is just a ripped small British dude, I think, or somewhere in the UK.
He's Irish.
Irish? Is he Irish? Okay, well he's one of those, one of those islands, and he's ripped and eats like crazy food challenges. Like just insane shit. A couple of my favorites. So he went to the Heart Attack Cafe and got the octuple bypass burger, which is like 8 patties, 8 things of cheese. So like the Heart Attack Cafe in Vegas, for if you don't know, is a place where they weigh you when you go in and weigh you when you come out. And if you're over, I think it might be if you're over 300 pounds, you eat free, which is just crazy. You have to sign a waiver to go in. The waitresses are all nurses. If you don't finish your meal, they paddle you non-optionally. Like that part was very weird, and you could tell it made Beard super uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, he's from the UK, so they're very repressed.
He ate a 4-foot-long burrito, and then anything involving like he eats like a bunch of giant breakfast foods that are just insane. And like watching him unhinge his jaw like a snake. And I think one of my favorite things is he's always apologizing to the other diners who are having to watch him do this, because usually like he's not eating food in a way that you or I would eat food. He's like mashing it together with his hands and then putting giant
like most of these challenges you have to, like, you can't eat like a regular human. And you'll probably address this. For me, the biggest thing is watching him with the beard, and him, like, if he's anything like me, that's one of the worst feelings in the world, to know you have a gooped up, like a bit, like he has a massive beard, like mostly long, but it is physically so uncomfortable for me. And the idea that he's doing that and essentially has to live with it for that period of time for most challenges.
Yeah, I would love to see a video of like what the aftermath of some of these challenges is like for him, because like it gets everywhere on his beard, it's all over his hands, and he can't feel good. These challenges are awful. And I went through I went through, like, he had some Q&A videos, and he talked about like his exercise routine and his eating routine. He does like 1,000 calories a day, except for 2 days a week where he does, I think, 8,000. It's like he basically fasts for most of the time, and then he does like 2 binge meals a week, and then works out every day, which is insane. And I think that's how he preps
The way
his
he
stomach.
talks about it, and maybe because he's short, I feel like he's overly stringent. Like the
I
amount
mean, he is
must
like
work.
pretty lean. He's a lean guy for everything he eats.
Yeah, maybe for that specific physique, he's like almost Jesus chic, but with more muscle. Like he's
That's
low
very
body.
true.
Maybe that's because, but like if you were just bodybuilding, you would still you would eat more than 1,000 calories a day, even if you were eating 10,000 calories twice a week. Like it's not. I know there's laws of thermodynamics, but you also you can't consume 10,000 calories. The amount of shit, the like food, like energy that's left coming out of you, your body can't handle that much. So the way he maths it out, I feel is weird, but it works. The proof is in the pudding.
The proof isn't like, because he doesn't get big, and he's been doing it for 11 years. And I went back and looked at his old videos. He looks pretty he looks rough in his older videos. Like he looks just kind of deranged, and he looks good now. Like he's got a well manicured beard, but he looks like just like this scrawny little dude with a big nasty beard, just taking on food challenges. And the video quality's worse, so it just has like a found footage vibe to it that I do not like. I like his more recent stuff, especially when he has his like cameraman with him. I did a quick estimate using ChatGPT. So like, but I think it's pretty close based on the YouTube estimates I've seen. How much do you think he makes in a year making those videos?
Remind me, like, just one of the videos recently, how many views did it do?
So in the last month, he did 53 million views total.
I
have in my head 6.2 million subscribers.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize it was that big. So I have in my head, depending on how you monetize, I'm trying to think of his ads. Does he have ads?
I don't think he does ad reads. I think all of his ads are just native YouTube ads that would come before a video, which I don't see.
I think in my head it's approximately $1,000 for a 1 million view video. So like $53,000 a month times 12. 10,
yeah,
600K.
The estimate was 1.5 to 2 million a year.
Dude, you think
he has 2 billion views?
Why does he drive a little like shitty car?
I don't know. I mean, like, and like every estimate I looked up,
he wins.
This blew my mind, because I think I never looked at his view counts. So in my head, I was watching like a relatively small.
Yeah, it wasn't
channel.
that big. It wasn't that big for me. I didn't think.
Dude, 53 million views in the last month alone is crazy.
6 million subs has to put you in like at least the 1%. Like,
I'm curious, actually. I'm gonna look now what Hot Ones has.
Percentile.
Yeah, it's definitely more than Sam Soup had. I'll tell you that much. Let's look at First We Feast here. First We Feast they have 15 million. He has 6.2 million. So he's about half the size of Hot Ones, which is insane.
Yeah, that's a whole production company that has Beyonce on it multiple times.
Yeah, and I think his video view counts are honestly on par with some of the later Hot Ones videos.
Hey, do you know
he's not beating the Daniel Radcliffe video, but who's going to beat that? That's fucking Daniel Radcliffe. But anyways, so he's making a shit ton of money on this, and like I know he's from Ireland or the UK, but this is the American dream. This guy's just binge eating and making probably shit tons of money. And I do have a question for you, and it's, does this count as mukbang? If we're all basically paying him with our views to eat disgusting amounts of food in front of us, is it mukbang?
Unless there's I don't know the pure definition of mukbang. I would say unless mukbang very specifically has to be non-competitive, that you're almost doing it just for the pleasure of other people watching, then I would say no, because he very much is there to win a free meal, ideally, get a t-shirt, get a dessert, and then go work out again.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He always gets dessert and drinks like a couple of Diet Cokes throughout the process, which is insane. Yeah, I guess mukbang is apparently has an ASMR component, and I don't think there's much of that, thankfully, with Beard Meats Food. Like, that would really
So gross.
turn
man.
off my lunchtime viewing. The last one, like, one of his most recent videos, he got this giant plate of pasta, and they asked him, like, you got to pick the flavor, and this dude picks fucking carbonara, which is just cream, eggs, and bacon. And that was the most pain I've seen him in recently, and his cameraman was taking bets with people around the restaurant on whether or not he would do it. The cameraman was betting against him, and then he finished it. But he looked rough.
Did you get the sense he actually knew what carbonara was?
No, I don't think he did. I think he said afterward, I think like midway through, he's like, "Yeah, this was a mistake."
Because there's a tomato based one that sounds like that, and there's like a spicy one.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah. So he generally seems like a nice guy. He always apologizes to the people that watch him eat. He seems pretty jovial and like he enjoys it. I enjoy eating and watching him, but there is kind of a dark side where I think I was watching him on my lunch break today, and as he was eating and I was eating, like I got this big mess of Mexican food from a shitty Mexican restaurant near me, and I was like, I could just keep shoveling food in like he's doing. And so like I do find that when I watch him, I eat more in one sitting because there's something that feels like when I see the giant foods he's eating, I'm like, yeah. I want to fucking try that. I want to do that.
So I think that sounds. Do you ever get the same, like you choose a video and then you order the same type category of food?
I don't, but mostly because the stuff he's eating is not stuff that I can
easily
like,
get.
like the
never
pasta
done
and
that.
stuff. I don't think I'm ever going to order takeout pasta.
Have you ever seen something he's eaten and then ordered something like that evening?
Yeah, or gone to eat something like that.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, definitely.
So
Especially when he eats pizza and stuff.
I definitely think I'm curious about. You tell me how is this parasocial for you? Because I think it's like an intersection of interesting things that aren't necessarily traditional.
Yeah, it's not like I feel like I know him or that we have a really, but like it's parasocial in the sense that we eat lunch together and he doesn't know it. Like Beard and I have shared many meals together, maybe more meals than you and I have shared together, and we know each other pretty well.
Oh, I guarantee, yeah.
Yeah, because we don't often share meals together. That's not usually our thing.
Yeah.
So I've shared a lot of meals.
Do you actually enjoy the idea that he doesn't know that you are watching and eating him? Because that's more of a pervert thing than a parasocial.
It's not a voyeur thing. It's not a voyeur thing, but I do think it's funny.
This is pervert social. You made a new
it's
thing.
funny because I never thought about it honestly until you mentioned it with Hot Ones, but now it's like it's just a thing. It's become more of a thing since then that I eat and watch YouTube videos of people eating while I eat.
Huh. Yeah, that's not. I think that's something different. I mean, not necessarily like in a sex thing, but there's something. It's hitting some other things for you that aren't just like I'm a little bit lonely and I have community. Yeah,
I'm curious. It'll probably change when I return to office because I'm not going to do that in public. Because I'll probably just eat in meat space with real people. So let me get to some quick ratings here. So gross factor, 7 out of 10. Like there are parts of it that are gross, but I do kind of like it. So like it's not too bad. Good while eating, 7 out of 10. Yes, good while eating, bad because it makes me eat more than I should. Like got a big tummy ache today when I ate all that Mexican food.
Wait, so when it almost most of those challenges almost always end up being a little bit gross, and so does that not affect you while eating? Because I wouldn't want to watch him and eat.
It doesn't gross me out the way he eats. Honestly, I'm kind of like, yeah, I do want to try that. It looks good. Educational content, 5 out of 10. I actually don't think I learned anything watching his content other than the time I learned about his macros, but it didn't feel fair to rate him lower than that because he's not going for educational content. And then is this real life? 8 out of 10. He feels pretty real to me. Like I think that his persona is pretty genuine because I don't know how else you would do that.
Has he been to Seattle?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. You saying that we might be able to eat a glizzy together?
I mean, I would want you to reach out, maybe using your Sam Soup handle, to reach out to him and tell him, like, love your content. I like to eat lunch and watch you while I do it. I also sometimes like to do challenging food situations, and I would love to host you in Seattle. If you need any help, I'll be your ground guy. I'll get you there. I'll do some planning. If you're ever in Seattle, I got you. I'll be your, what do they call that? Fixer. Offer to be your free fixer for him and let's see if we can get you together.
Challenge. It killed a guy. And then my
can't believe
last
that
one
was
is
me,
it going to kill him? 7 out of 10. I'm not sure. I'm legitimately not sure if it's going to kill him, and that kind of makes me uncomfortable that he might be doing something. It's almost like playing football, where like
Yeah.
yes, you're going to make money, and you have to be very talented to do it, but it does shorten your lifespan, and I think that it might be a similar situation. He's giving himself CTEs of the stomach, if you will.
I wonder because it's generally the populations that are low caloric and have some amount of fasting are the ones that live the longest. I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure about that. I wonder if it like
If the
if he's
exercise
still hitting
cancels out
that
too.
or the amount of food because it almost feels like for the processing of food that you do have a finite battery. Like the more your body has to turn food into energy, that's ticking a timer. Like that's the actual timer. And so I wonder if he like nets out. I also he seemed pretty knowledgeable on like base human physiology in the couple of like interview videos that I've seen from him. And I bet you could probably find he knows what his cholesterol is. He's tracking it, like some of those things. I bet he's pretty healthy. Would be my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, he does seem like a tracker. This is my icon for it. This is ChatGPT generated.
Oh,
I
heck
didn't
yeah.
have time to draw it this week, but I do like it.
Wow.
Because it kind of almost gave him the Jesus flare behind him too with the
Yeah.
sunbeams. Beard meets food for me. I'm gonna say feels like B tier, and mostly I think it's because of the longevity of it. I don't know how long this can continue before I'm gonna get bored of it.
Oh,
It doesn't.
I thought you meant him.
Yeah. So like and also I will skip around in his videos too. I usually don't watch the whole thing. I'll watch a
Yeah.
little bit of it and then skip to the end to see if he completes it. Because by that time I'm done eating. I eat very fast, and I don't really watch it outside of mealtime. So that's where I'm at. I think maybe I could even bump it down to the C tier, C or B tier. Let you decide.
I enjoyed the heck out of this one. As far as parasocial relationships in the tier list, I want to say I want to work you to a B, and it's because you're doing more than just thinking about it or getting a feeling of community. It is changing, and you are interacting in a physical way in the way that you choose food, the quantity you eat, setting up sometimes your day around this activity. I think that is interesting in a number of ways, and it sounds kind of fun.
Yeah. All right. B tier it is. Lock it in.
I've taken a break from him as far as disassociative content.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I've taken up a lot of time with a Sam Soup and Beard Meats Food. Hit me with your items.
All right. My first one is the new bad boy of streaming, and that is the burnt peanut. You know anything about burnt peanut? You ever watch burnt peanut? You ever get burnt peanut clips?
I've never watched Burnt Peanut. I've heard you talk about Burnt Peanut. I think he's into Arc Raiders. There was like the big like kind of clan war in Arc Raiders with Burnt Peanut. Is that right?
Oh, you're talking about the bungalators.
The Bungalators? Yeah, sure.
That's his people. That's his mistakes, or the bungalators.
The Bungalators. Yeah, no, tell me about Burnt Peanut.
Oh, man. All right. So burnt peanut is a VTuber. He doesn't like to be called a VTuber. And if you do it in game, he will kill you and tell you to eat his poop and eat his shit while he shoots you. But I think he's about my age. So a little bit older than you. So up until a year ago, like people know him. They know his real name. They know what he looks like. I think he's in Texas. He didn't really keep it a secret. He was a streamer who pushed for a couple years, did all the things you're supposed to do, consistent scheduled, streamed a ton, and it just didn't work out. And he was pretty much ready to give up or had given up. One of his friends convinced him to like do a shared stream or something. And he didn't like the idea of having to be himself again. And so he became who he really was. And he plays this, is a peanut. He is a living peanut. He is a peanut. He doesn't have any arms. He doesn't have any legs, which is honestly amazing for how good he is at video games. Yeah. So one of the cool things about him is that
he does not in real life have legs or arms?
Yeah, he's a peanut. He's a burnt peanut.
In real life, or his VTuber profile is a peanut?
No, he's a peanut. That's so his story is one of authenticity. The reason why he wasn't being successful is because he was VTubing as a human avatar. And it wasn't until he actually thought like, why am I doing that? That's not who I am. I'm not Greg. I'm burnt peanut. And so, yeah, he doesn't have arms. He doesn't have legs. If you call him out for not having arms or legs, you're a peanut racist, which you hear a lot. And yeah, so he leaned into who he is, and he's become, I think, in the last year, the biggest or most popular streamer right now, and kind of in the same realm of Shroud or
Whoa.
Ninja, that kind of thing. Like he's making bank, he's pushing hard. So yeah, that's kind of the background on him.
Do we know what he looks like, or is it a mystery? Like, have we seen his face? Has there been a face reveal?
I mean, he's a peanut, so I can show you what he looks like. You can just go to his stream. In fact, it started already, so you can go to his stream. Some other things about him, man. So his community.
God damn it! I thought this was actual like legless, armless person that had played. That he's literally a peanut.
I've been. How many times have I told you he's literally a peanut in the last 5 minutes?
You're right.
You are not listening to me.
I was listening, but I wasn't hearing.
You weren't hearing me.
I wasn't hearing you. Wow. Okay.
So, okay, there's a bunch of things I've thought about. This isn't normal content for me. And so I've thought about why I like this. And I think one of the big ones is, hey, I'm a bungalator. I'm a bungalator through and through. I may now be, a sheltered Seattle millennial, but that's not who I am in the core. I am a townie. I am a bungalator. And he gets rowdy. The biggest thing is like he's there, and I feel I've watched some interviews with him. He knows what his job is. His job is to be your friend for 7 hours, 6 days a week. That's his goal. He knows, and he hears it a lot. And I think partly this as like knowing that he's kind of my age. He's not a young dude, and he's playing with young dudes, and his community is mostly young dudes. Like I think he takes this seriously. He wants you to feel like you're going to sit there with sometimes thousands of people, depending on what platform you're watching on them, tens of thousands of people. And it's like you're sitting on a couch with 10,000 friends playing GoldenEye. Like that's his goal. He's not like there to remind you of the real world. He avoids that. He's just trying to create a space where people can feel, especially like if they're lonely or if they don't have friends, that they can hop in and there's generally good vibes and you're having fun with your friends. And so another one is, so he kind of started to get bigger playing Tarkov. Do you know Tarkov?
Yeah.
Escape from Tarkov? Okay,
Yep.
So for the mistakes, it is a looter extractor game. That's not exactly what you say. Hey, Video Game Boy, say the real world.
Extraction shooter.
Extraction shooter.
Like Arc Raiders, which is very popular right now, but less accessible by a mile and a half.
Yeah. So the idea is you're going to go into a game, you bring weapons and things, and if you die, you lose them all. And so it's a lot of loss, and there's other players in the like real players as well as PvE, and so you are running into people that can betray you. It can be really stressful, but also the highs are high, and there's a lot of emergent gameplay. There can be because you're playing with other humans and they get to decide how to behave. So what was happening in Tarkov community, especially with streamers, is that there was really only one way to get big, and that was to be very, very good. Like the idea that you're going to watch someone go in and kill 10 people in a lobby, and those people are fairly successful streaming, but what's more successful is a burnt peanut, a literal peanut with no arms or legs, going in and sometimes just fucking wilding out and losing all his money. And then after he's died and someone knocks him and spits on him, he says, good raid, does a couple jokes, and then gets into the next one. One of the best things about him, and I would say this is what really differentiates him, is that so he self-taught and learned a whole bunch of software and then duct taped it together in a way that no one had done to get the peanut thing to work. It's actually, if you go watch it, it's pretty cool. And one of the reasons he did it is because even though he's literally a peanut, if you are a streamer, not having to worry about what you look like is a pretty big advantage. And so he stitched together a bunch of different Adobe software and other After Effects things I haven't played around with, and came up with this avatar that is hooked up to a camera that can never break. In fact, I listened to an interview on him, and he has it down. He's like, and he actually caught himself. He's like, okay, look, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll tell you off stream. He's like, there's still one thing that can happen where you might see me. And it's okay because he's a literal peanut. You're just going to see a peanut, even if the peanut facade drops off. But like He spent lots of hours like not only creating the rigging for the peanut, but then creating just absurdly funny and interesting intros. Like the stuff that comes up, like he'll get a really good kill off, and he'll be able to hit a button, and he has this Latin peanut guy come in and do this sexy dance while completely obscuring the screen. Like he's probably going to get killed in 10 seconds, but he's taking 30 seconds to let this Latin peanut guy come up on the screen and dance the sexy song, so he can also mock the guy he's killed. Things like that just really get me. So I think his
love
humor,
that. That's great.
Yeah, like his humor gravitates towards young guys. And so it's not always my speed. But like the meta stuff and the way that he interacts with the younger people, especially the streamers, like there's something about him, like this guy is smart, and a lot of times he's just fucking gaslighting them constantly, but he never pays it off because it's good vibes, and like he generally doesn't play it off. Like he just kind of lets them be them. The stuff that they sometimes like, there's a streamer Cloaksy, and there's a 5-minute conversation. For some reason, Cloaksy threw out there, he was thinking about it real hard. And if you have one ball, that all your children would have one balls if you had kids. And instead of Peanut saying that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, he pretty much just egged him on for 5 minutes and then didn't make fun of him. It just was a part of the evening. So I don't know, stuff like that I find really, really funny. The way that he incorporates music, he has like underground artists that he likes, and he'll throw their songs in to his intros and stuff that are really funny. He has the setup before games where he's in different environments and he has different outfits on, and so he's changing. His new shtick is that he builds outfits of the streamers that he plays with. One of them is this big redneck guy named Hutch, and out of the blue on one stream, he just turned his Hutch outfit on, and it was him being a real fat peanut with a camo hat, and was just there until Hutch noticed it, and then lost his shit that he's being made fun on the internet. So that is like 90% of it. And then I'll say the last thing, and then I'll wrap it up. I also think it's good. So we are really, really sheltered here in Seattle, and just kind of the community we have. I don't have a lot of reasons to like hang out with maybe a soldier that was their career, or other professions, or maybe people that are unemployed. Well, that's not fair, I'm unemployed. But we see a version of a world that has like a lot of filters and things on it, and a lot of judgments on, are you saying the right things? Like, are you being diverse enough? Are you being inclusive enough? You know what? Sometimes it's funny to watch a fat guy get called fat and to have him get real mad about it, but also know that they're just friends dicking around, on a virtual couch. So I don't know. I think that's good. I think it kind of connects me to those folks, which kind of brings me to why it is parasocial. And it's because this is one where I like that. Like, I'm into most of these people probably wouldn't be my friends in real life, but when I'm bored, or if it's like late at night and no one's around, it's cool to just kind of sit in there and feel like you're part of an active community with chat going on. Like, it's being acknowledged, there's jokes going on. And so I think for me, this is kind of like the classic definition of parasocial, which is sometimes I need more socialization, and this, like, especially because I'm really into Dark Raiders, this just like overlaps in a bunch of things that I find super fun.
Yeah, that actually, it's funny. Your description of it makes me want to go watch it. I don't really like video game streamers. Like, as a rule, I don't watch people play video games that much, but I would definitely watch that. I kind of want him to play the finals now, so that I have somebody entertaining to watch when they do the Twitch drops.
So I kind of do the food thing with you. I'm generally watching him when I'm playing a video game, like, or I'm doing sometimes, like, even if I'm not around the internet and I've stayed up later than my partner, like, I'll be playing Spelling Bee, but I'll have it as the YouTube thing will be on top and just in the background. And it's like, oh, cool. I'm kind of with like people having fun, and I hear funny jokes, and like, he's a literal peanut with no arms and legs, and that is inspiring.
I mean, yeah, that's nobody's on that peanut game. He's the only one, as far as I know. I've never heard of another peanut tuber.
Yeah. Oh, he has some good, like, he has certain events on days, and so Friday is fuck a fan Friday. Saturday is one of the most populars, and that's slur Saturday. And so you know what you're getting into. Saturday, it's okay to say slurs. Sunday, it is not. And so they save them up for Saturday, and it can be very enjoyable.
Interesting. It sounds like it could get rough.
He actually, so I mean, partly because he wouldn't be able to do his job or to be monetized, but he's very quick and good about actually shutting down racism, like, everywhere, and making it like a thing that's like, oh, please don't do that. And so, yeah, it's just a lot of meta absurdity.
I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna check out Burnt Peanut. I'm taking that as an action
I'll give you some
item.
clips, dude. So
Okay.
his production value is crazy. Like just for the clip, like go watch his clip show. I'll send you one after this. We'll put the Burnt Peanut on here and we'll do a link too. But let me give you my rubric.
Yeah.
So I made up a new one. Apparently I called it Human Connection. And so first one, healthy. I give it a B because it can be disassociative. But in
There's a bit of health to
moderation,
that. It's a
I think
strategy.
I'm mostly using it as an augment for some amount of like being in a social setting, especially while I'm taking a break from work. Because there's some days I don't see or talk to anyone. And as much as I like that, it's not always good for me. My next category is fulfilling. I gave it a C, mostly just because, I mean, he's a literal peanut with no arms or legs, but I can only hang out with teenagers for so much. And so like, I'm not usually looking at chat and things because I am an overly analytical, depressive 40-year-old man. Fun, I think this one's an A for me. It's absurdist. Sometimes like it really fucking hits me and I don't know why, even though it's some goofy stuff. And so my proposal is a literal Burnt Peanut playing video games for my entertainment and knowing that the world isn't always great and giving people an outlet where they don't have to think about it, but they're still around people. That sounds like a B to me.
Yeah, that's a very solid beat here. I like the idea of Burnt Peanut and Beard being next to each other in
Ooh,
the cyberspace of our tier list. That fits.
Okay.
Burnt Peanut and Beard. Ooh, triple B.
Triple
BB and B tier.
BB,
Maybe Burnt Peanut and Beard should get together. I'd watch that. I'd watch that content.
Well, he'd have to pick him up in his shitty car because he can't drive because he has no arms or legs.
Yeah.
Are you being a peanut racist?
I mean, a little bit. Mostly because I don't think I've been exposed to a lot of peanuts that I haven't eaten.
You didn't live in the South, yeah.
No, yeah. So like, I mean, and nobody's taking me to Longhorn Steakhouse yet, so I can't see the shells on the floor. Would that be disturbing for him to go to Longhorn Steakhouse?
Yeah, those are his people.
It's probably actually not safe for him. He shouldn't go to Longhorn Steakhouse.
I also want to remind you, and I've told you this a number of times, the peanuts are no longer there. I said it one time, and they only used to be there because everyone has peanut allergies now.
I'm not sure I can believe it.
No, you can. There are pictures there. You don't need to see it. You don't need source material to understand. Again, asking a question really on it, and its own has no merit. Like I'm not giving you an opinion that I think there are no longer peanuts at Longhorn. I read the fucking news release that they got rid of peanuts. Okay.
Yeah, but which news release was it? Who said it? Was it a peanut consortium? Was it somebody who was trying to like maybe up their image, but there actually are peanut shells? Like you go in and like we don't have them anymore, but then they're there.
So I get to go into my second one since you already used your two.
Yeah.
Wait, do you not have another one?
No, that was it. 10-minute soups. 10-minute soups was my first one.
You're such a piece of garbage. All right, buckle up. Back to back.
Buckled.
All right, my next one is Griffin McElroy. Tell me what you know about. I'll tell you. Griffin McElroy. He is a video game journalist for Polygon. That's kind of how I knew him first. Most people know him through his family podcast, Bim Bam. That is My Brother and Me, which is a podcast he does with his two other brothers, which may have a little bit of overlap with kind of the thing I get from an actual burnt peanut, a literal burnt peanut with no arms or legs who plays video games. He also
we're both fans of that podcast. Like I think we've both listened to a lot of Bim Bam.
Yeah, more Adventure Zone probably for me.
Yeah.
And so, especially the one, so Griffin kind of kicked, Adventure Zone is now a more generalized tabletop it's called live play. It's not really live play because it's edited and things, but you're listening to a bunch of friends play D&D together or different systems like that.
With
and
high production values and like custom music and stuff.
Yeah. And so on that note, he's run most of them and he has been the creative force and he's a fun storyteller. He takes it seriously. Especially the first 2 or 3, you can really tell like how much he was enjoying it. And it was in a period of time where I wanted to learn and do D&D, but I didn't have anyone. It's why I made Ashton here my friend. Actually, this was kind of in that period where I met him.
That was the first thing we did outside of work together. When I quit Microsoft was we started a D&D group.
I told him I am now in your friend group, so I hope that works out for you. I add one person every 10 years, and I have chosen you as the person. And so you should feel great gratitude and excitement that I am doing that.
That was 6 years ago. Here we are.
Yeah. He was in 2017, he was Forbes 30 under 30. He's a media luminary, which he lets you know every time he he announces himself, even though he has not been under 30 for 10 years. He is also just in his own right, especially at Polygon. Like his shit's funny. Like his comedy, I just very much enjoy. It's absurdist. We talked about last week. He had I linked Ash in the playlist. I think he did almost 20 of them, but it's called Amiibo Corner. Amiibos are little plastic toys that have RF chips in them. What are they called? NFT, NFR,
RFID.
RFID.
You can like hold them
so
to
when
your
you
Switch, and like it
yeah,
brings the Amiibo character into a game.
yeah. Except for Amiibo Corner was him putting them in his mouth. That was the show, and it's amazing. And gets not only does he stick them in his mouth, it just gets weirder and more meta every episode. If you've never watched Monster Factory, have you watched Monster Factory?
That's the one where he just messes with character creator, right?
Him and his older brother Justin, they have a whole series. It's so fucking funny. Go watch that. They go and break every game that has advanced ability to like create a custom character. They go in and just try to make the weirdest, ugliest, scariest monster. And ideally, if they can break the game in some way that's funny, they do it. He's a funny streamer. I got into a game that it took me 2 weeks to figure out how to play because it's no longer available, called Fuser, which was this DJing game where you control the switching of tracks. And for their 2025 fundraiser, he did it for like 2 hours with custom music, and it was just one of the stupidest, funniest things I've seen. Yeah, so he's a funny little guy. Feel like and so I also have, you piece of shit, when you said you had a connection to one of your two, you were talking about Sam. Still doing that bit. God damn it. So
it does give me
when,
joy how much anger Sam Soup has produced. I mean, he was a force for good, man.
It's
R.I.P. Don't speak ill of the dead.
Dude, the frustration is a compliment, because for me to feel like I got, it takes a lot, and you did it, and I appreciate that, and I think that's funny. I think it's one of the reasons I'm your friend. That doesn't mean I'm frustrated you made up this character to do this thing, only because you told me so many lies. You've brought it up so many times in ways that I can now understand you were setting it up as I think about it. And it's because I like the idea that I can see the system. Man, you fucking matrixed me on this one, you piece of shit.
You've taken the blue pill. Now you know.
Okay,
You've been soup pilled.
So Griffin,
it should help you know that, by the way, is super into Sam Soup. Wants more content. It's all he wants now.
I am pretty confident we are going to be seeing more Sam Soup based on how much you enjoyed yourself in every aspect of this. And I'm not quite sure if I look forward to it, but I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
So where it gets parasocial is, so like they're doing the same thing. So they're hanging out as a family. So this one's a little bit different than the bungalators, because the bungalators, I'm hanging out with my bungo boys. You know, we're watching the Peanut, a literal Peanut, invent new technology. Bungo copter. We got the bungo wall. He's always finding new bungle tech, unearthing it. But it's about the boys, your friends. And so I think where this hits me is maybe the first time I found enjoyment in a functional family, a semi-functional family, enjoying each other's company. That was really novel, and I think that's probably the primary reason I really like Bam, because I think I wanted that. I want that. I think I had that with my friends, especially now. But I think, especially when their dad becomes it comes in when it comes to Adventure Zone. And so you get all these interactions, which are, one, interesting for the way that my brain works to like observe and to watch how humans interact. And very rarely do you see like content about middle-aged men or men my age, interacting with not only their brothers, but their father. And then now it's almost a full family thing. So you see them interacting with their wives and daughters and cousins. And they're generally, until we find out otherwise, they're kind of cool people, and they seem to like each other. So now that I say it out loud, there's just a bunch of things that I think like brings me something to listen to them that I don't necessarily have in that way. And it felt new to me and good.
Yeah. They're like, I think watching them work through their issues like over the years too with Bam Bam, and like how they've become better friends because they do the pod, and they've become better siblings as a result too, and that's huge. And then like you can see them grow. Their old content is kind of fucked up, like, and they admit it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, they haven't pulled it down, and yeah, so that's an awesome call out, and so it fits into my rubric. But I think I was also listening to them in a period of time where I was also figuring out mostly in a work context, like how to balance being a human and then being like a manager or leader and the rules that are applied to you. And in some ways, they were doing that too. Sometimes they just ended up being too mean to one of their brothers. I mean, he is the third best, so I don't blame them. But that's not fun to listen to, and I think they realize it, and I think in doing so, they also realize, like, that's probably not fun for him, and so seeing that growth and I think hearing them talk about it, that's probably the big one for me, is the idea that it's okay to be bad or wrong at something, and it's, like, you can acknowledge it, and you can just change it. Like, you don't have to be the same person that you were yesterday, that you were today. I think when I was younger, that was very scary. It's like, oh no, I have everything I'm ever going to be. And it's an indictment. It's bad if I ever hit a wall where it's like, what I have right now wasn't good enough. And at some point in growing up, that flipped for me. And I think listening to them kind of was a part or a model of that because it didn't feel bad. It felt like, oh, cool, we can make mistakes or we can think about something differently. That doesn't make you weird or dumb or bad. It actually makes you more evolved. So yeah,
Yeah, I like that. Maybe that's why we call you guys our little mistakes.
oh yeah, we want to learn from you.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah,
That just made that name for them a lot deeper. I'm into it now.
let me give you my rubric. I go
Okay,
back to
hit
human
me.
connection. So first category again, healthy. Yeah, I think they're generally good role models. It's fun to listen. I'm not going to be a parent, but it's fun to listen and hear them learn, kind of in that same vein of like, we might not do everything great, but like, I'm going to share it and I'm going to, also maybe share how I got better at it.
Yeah, the kids are funny too. Like hearing their stories about their kids is great.
The fulfilling, for me, right now, this is a C, mostly because I listen to a ton of it, and there's only so much of their family dynamics. Like, I had to take a break and, like, come in maybe at a new stage of their life because they have hundreds of episodes, and at some point, like, I was going to listen to all of them, but it was just too much of them. Like, I didn't need to
They're at
be
800
that close
now.
to them. Yeah,
They hit
yeah.
800 last week, I think.
Yeah, and then also, I forgot one thing before I finish this. So I think one of the reasons why Griffin is a little bit more parasocial for me is because like there was a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon thing. So I have a friend that worked with him at Polygon and also like streamed with him a couple times. And then that friend got into streaming and a lot of the community was like Bam Bam or like Griffin fans that came to Jake's or to JK's community. And so there was this weird overlap of the which I enjoyed, but I think that has made it feel a little bit closer to their orbit than I would have otherwise. And
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the biggest thing is I'm a fucking cool hang. And so I think he's probably a cool hang if, as much as we're both anxious and he has IBS and I have other things. My feelings are honestly a little bit hurt. He hasn't reached out yet. But yeah, so there's that aspect of it. So go back to fulfilling. C, a little burnt out. I think mostly it's because their community can be like
A lot.
toxic in a positive way. There's a lot of like, go try to, granted, this was a number of years ago, but like, just try to go join the BAM or Adventure Zone Facebook groups. You have to take a quiz. You have to have like a personal interview. You have to be on your P's and Q's on anything. You say anything that could be remotely interpreted as not being inclusive in some way to some person. It's a lot of complaining and like brigading. Is that a thing?
Brigading, yeah.
And that just felt tiresome because I just wanted to like talk about the Adventure Zone, and it had a way more about society in it and like stuff like that. Lastly, fun. Yeah, going back, I think he seems like a good hang. I think he should be my friend, and so let's turn this from parasocial to super social. A tier
Yeah.
for me.
B tier. Griffin, you're B tier.
Oh, you're not going down to B?
You said B? Did you say A?
I said A.
Oh, Griffin, you're A tier.
You can put him B. I wouldn't mind him being.
You
next
got room to grow. You could go to S. If you, I mean, we get you on the pod. I don't know how that would go. How our dynamic would flow with a Mr. McElroy, but it might be fun. Look, I'm in video games. He likes video games.
Yeah.
You have your connection. We can make this happen. I'll reach out to Sam Soup and we'll see what happens. But I like A tier because I also really enjoy like I think their show
Oh.
got me through the pandemic. I listened to so
I can
much
see that,
fucking
yeah.
Bim Bam during the pandemic. And also, like, it's one of those things that makes me laugh out loud so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are so many times when I'm just listening to their podcast and I'll bust out laughing and I'll have to explain to Kendall some really obscure joke. It's like, oh, they're talking about man versus bee, but they've been doing it for an hour and a half instead of doing the episode. And that's very funny to me.
Wait, did you watch their short-lived TV show?
No, I've heard them talk about it though.
You have to watch it. I think it holds up.
Okay.
I think
All right.
you'll enjoy it. It is funny and weird.
All right. I'm into it. I will add it to my list. God, yeah, I think we got a pod. This was a fun one. I know we went long, but I'll edit this one.
Tight.
Anything you want to close with? Any affirmations?
I don't know. How about this one? You're kind of godless. And so I want you to get blessed and stay blessed. Because I want you in heaven with me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think about that. For me, to you, I would say, like, just don't believe everything you read, especially about like peanut
Sam
shells.
soup.
I think, you don't know until you've been to Longhorn Steakhouse for yourself that there's not peanut shells
Been to
on the floor.
Longhorn Steakhouse after peanuts were removed.
And I just like you don't know until you've been there. It's Idaho. It's like a different country basically. So it could be, maybe it's restaurant by restaurant. You don't know. So like, let's just keep an open mind about that. And then also I just want to say like, thank you to everybody who wrote in about Sam Soup.
No.
And
Don't
like, it was
think
really
that.
touching for me personally. I do think it's amazing that even unlisted, it has more views than any video we've ever done. It shows that Sam's community is very strong.
You've watched it 40 times yourself.
All right, just RIP to a real one is all I have to say about him.
So I have a take.
Okay.
Anyone who commented on that video, you're not a little mistake. You are an actual mistake, and you are excommunicated from this group. We will never speak of you again. I took a screenshot. That's what I was doing earlier. I took 2 screenshots to make sure I had the handle of everyone, especially you, Akshay. Actually, man, I know about your work and how hard you care, and that bothers me too. And so you're all dead to me.
Wow. I just want to say from bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you to all. We can't call you mistakes, but I'll call you super fans. I think you know how it's spelled.
Dead to me. Can I clarify something real quick, and then we'll hang up abruptly because we already did a nice one?
Yeah.
Just want to clarify that when I said I want you in heaven with me, this is a very specific heaven. It's one that Scoochie Boochie wrote a whole song about, and I am with him, and that is heaven ain't heaven if there ain't mouths and you can't use them on parts. And with that, I love you. Bye.
Love you too, buddy.